Living in the present moment feels harder than ever. The world is changing so fast, and with so much uncertainty, we are not just worried about retirement. We don't even know what the next few years will look like. On top of that, social media makes us feel like we are constantly being watched. Instead of focusing on what we really want, we are always wondering, how do I look to others? At work and in relationships, past achievements and experiences often become the basis for judgment, causing missed opportunities. We live in a world that's richer and more advanced than ever, yet somehow, it's harder than ever to just live in the moment. That's why I want to talk about the idea of ima koko, now here. This isn't just a phrase, it's a way of thinking that Japanese people have valued for centuries. And once you start using it, you'll feel lighter. You'll stop worrying so much about the past or future, and start focusing on the only thing that truly exists, the present moment. Watch until the end of this video to learn how to fully live in the now. When you feel anxious about the future, what exact future are you thinking about? And even if you reach that future, do you really think your worries will disappear? The truth is, if you are always focused on the future, you'll just keep finding new things to worry about. An old person isn't defined by age. They become old the moment they stop living in the present and only think about the future. If you spend your life sacrificing today for tomorrow, you'll slowly lose your energy and excitement for life. And what about the past? Is it really as important as you think? Or are you the one holding yourself back by clinging to it? If you judge your future, or even the people in front of you, based only on past experiences, you are shutting the door on new possibilities. Let me be real with you. If you are always worrying about the future, you'll create that anxious future for yourself. If you are trapped in the past, you are refusing to change as a person. And when you stop changing, you stop truly living. The only moment that truly exists before us is now. This very moment. In the past, the Japanese lived deeply in the now. Even today, made in Japan products are highly valued worldwide. This is proof that Japanese people dedicated themselves to the present moment when creating things. For centuries, Japanese craftsmen focused on every task with deep attention, whether it was making tools, growing crops, or refining their skills. If a craftsman loses focus and thinks about the past or future, even the slightest distraction can affect the quality of their work. That's why in professions where small details make a big impact, living in the present moment was essential. It was also essential for the samurai. I practice iaido. The ultimate principle of iaido is iai wa saya no uchi. The best victory is never drawing your sword. But if not drawing the sword is the goal, then why did samurai dedicate themselves to training? Unlike modern sports, there were no scheduled matches. It was because, in a real-life crisis, they had to be ready to act in an instant. The friend they were laughing with a moment ago could become an enemy in the blink of an eye. Someone might suddenly attack them while walking in the city. For such unpredictable moments, they trained relentlessly, so that in the instant of crisis, they could act without hesitation. Samurai lived fully in the present moment. Of course, modern Japanese people don't face such dangers, but I strongly believe that we must rediscover the awareness of imakoko that the samurai and craftsman once valued. Have you ever had a moment when your opinions or feelings changed from yesterday? A lot of people hesitate to express those changes because they feel like they need to be consistent. They are afraid people will say, "That's different from what you said yesterday." But we are supposed to change. Feeling different today than you did yesterday is completely normal. Forcing yourself to stay consistent just to avoid judgment is actually limiting your change. Instead of holding on to past beliefs, prioritize what feels true to you right now. Because constantly renewing yourself in the present is what leads to a richer, more fulfilling future. Yes, consistency has value, but truly enjoying the present moment is way more important. Let me share a personal story. Before I met my wife, I had no desire to get married. I believed things like love only lasts about 3 years. I've had relationships before, but feelings faded and breakups happened. I was also anxious about the future. Can I really love one person for the rest of my life? I was living in the past and the future, not the present. But when I met my wife, I saw how fully she lived in the moment, and it made me reflect on my own mindset. Instead of fearing the future, I thought, if the future is just a series of present moments, then as long as I keep valuing her now, won't that naturally create a future where I continue to care for her? That shift in mindset gave me the confidence to get married. And now, we always say marriage has doubled the joy in our lives. Since then, whenever I feel anxious about the future, I remind myself, the only moment I am truly alive is now. So I'll focus on this moment and live it fully. And I have my wife to thank for that realization. By understanding and valuing imakoko, you can expand your future possibilities. Stop being trapped by the past and free yourself from unnecessary worries. If you ever find yourself worried about the unknown future or bound by past experiences, I encourage you to pause and say to yourself, imakoko, now here. Because this simple shift can truly set you free. Thank you for watching. In this channel, we'll share deeper Japanese culture. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for our upcoming videos. Also, share your thoughts and requests in the comments below. Let's explore the beauty of Japan together.